Rifftrax. I don't have a big tracks, but riffs I'm missing. Why you always gotta pick Rifftrax? Rifftrax picks on the tracks we're ripping. It's your lucky day, it's time for Rifftrax.
Hello, I'm Faith, and welcome to Faith's Take, where I talk about anything and everything that I find interesting. Allow me to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving, and first let me thank you guys so much since I just reached 100 subscribers last Thursday, an actual life day miracle, and as of now I'm at 103, which is just awesome, so thank you very much. Now let's celebrate Thanksgiving together by watching some festive Rifftrax fare. Of course we'll be covering fun in Balloonland as our main feature, but first we'll take a look at several Thanksgiving-themed shorts, so let's jump right in with our 2016 Rifftrax Thanksgiving special. Let's start things off with One Turkey, Two Turkey. If you were tasked with making an educational short to teach children how to count, what sort of thing or things would you choose to have the kids start counting? Well, if you're a friend at ACI, you make a short about counting turkeys while listening to an awful folk song about the turkeys that the children are supposed to be counting.
ACI Films, punching non-refundable tickets to madness since day one.
6, 7.
The Count from Sesame Street has finally gone folk.
Count with us to 10.
All right, I'll just,
What the hell? Warm them up with a little counting, then bam, drop them in the turkey pit. That's how you make a movie.
If only Ben Franklin had his way, these would be our national bird. And so, hopefully, almost extinct by now.
Turkeys are a treat to me.
It's a lot less crowded here around the end of November.
Gobble when they talk.
Big fans of Peter Falk.
Turkeys all around.
Stupid turkey sounds.
Oh God, the kazoo is filling them with rage. Their thirst for blood is unquenchable. All hope is lost.
Turkey 2, turkeys 3, turkeys 4, 5, turkeys 6, turkeys 7, turkeys more.
Look, if there's a better, less insane way to teach kids to count to 10, okay, there definitely is, but we're not going to bother finding out what it would be.
Of all the things this short could be using to teach this lesson, why turkeys? Did one of the employees at ACI own a farm and just let him shoot on the land for free? And why the terrible folk music? Did a few other ACI employees have a jug band and offer to write the music for it? I have infinite questions about this short, none of which will ever be answered.
All of these turkeys strongly endorse Charlie Brown's style of Thanksgiving dinner.
More buttered toast and jelly beans.
Turkeys in the sun.
They really smell.
Turkeys having fun.
They stink like hell.
Turkeys on the run.
They'll soon be dead
Turkeys one by one.
and stuffed with bread.
Gobble when they talk.
Scream as they die.
Gobble when they walk.
I'll take a thigh.
The sole takeaway from this short remains turkeys hate kazoos, which means they're far more intelligent than people in jug bands.
10 turkeys, 9 turkeys, 8 turkeys, 7 turkeys.
This is Casey Kasem, and we're counting down America's top 10 turkeys.
Turkey mount, turkey 2, turkeys 3, turkeys 4.
Gobble.
5 turkeys, 6 turkeys, 7 turkeys more.
Gobble.
8 turkeys, 9 turkeys, 10 turkey birds.
Gobble.
10 different numbers and 10 different words.
And that's the world's most asinine song.
Now it's time for Dining Together, a short that, by the looks of it, must have come out in 1783. This is a simple short about a family, you guessed it, dining together on Thanksgiving. They also invite some friends to their table, and just like any good holiday guests, they don't bring a single thing with them.
After dinner, they're excited to see that brand new parade float of William McKinley.
And the smell of turkey.
A weird, scrawny turkey with some sort of congenital bone disease.
Hey, do you hear they discovered a third planet?
It is good to share a holiday with friends.
Okay, now remember, we'll eat a meal with them, but they are not our friends.
And it is good to have friends like to come to our home.
Welcome. Let me just take all the pies and side dishes that you brought. Oh, I'm sorry you didn't bring anything at all. Why don't you come in and stuff yourself with my food?
Thanksgiving is a Native American word meaning obscenely tall candles.
We are thankful for our home and our happy meal.
Whoa, don't overdo it on the Thanksgiving prayer there, Jonathan Edwards.
It just wouldn't be Thanksgiving without turkey.
Have a deathly allergy to turkey? Too bad! Eat your way through the anaphylactic shock.
And Father knows how to carve it.
Clearly.
Why not just use the blender at this point?
Halfway through this thing, the narrator suddenly turns it into a short about manners. Not that it teaches you any, he just assumes you've already learned all the practices he addresses. He just keeps mentioning how great it is to be able to use all of your etiquette on Thanksgiving.
Dinner. Good manners make people happy, and good table manners make eating together a happy time.
Oh, it's no pouring scotch into a 7-Up can and sneaking into the den to watch the Lions-Bears game, but it's fun, I guess.
And how to use a spoon in eating soup easily, without noise.
Oh, Lord, I thank you that I wasn't taken by the diphtheria outbreak that took half the town, but mostly that I know how to properly eat soup.
It is good to have learned to chew with lips closed. And know when to take a drink.
Yeah, about an hour before dinner, and a good stiff one.
It is fine to know how to sit up and watch it being carved.
Yeah, when the only other option is to silently eat soup, I guess it does qualify as a thrill.
You would know this is a holiday plate.
That candle's more appetizing than anything on it.
Learning to use a knife the right way takes practice. Yet each time we do, it becomes easier.
Soon you'll be eating mashed potatoes and peas right off the knife blade.
Good table manners keep our meals happy meals, and those who eat with us happy.
So we're all smothered under a 10-ton blanket of happiness.
Now, could you wish for more?
Brought to you by the Blandness Council.
Gladness, because everything else is just too hard.
For our last short, we have a day of Thanksgiving. Let me start this entry off with a question. If you had to give up one food on Thanksgiving, what would it be? I don't mean that one dish your weird uncle brings every year that you wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. I mean of the stuff that you personally put on your plate to enjoy every year. For me, and seemingly most of us, it would be the turkey itself, the very staple of the Thanksgiving Day meal. Well, this short is about a family that can't afford a turkey this year, but they'll have all the other foods. Instead of just shrugging their shoulders and gorging themselves with mashed potatoes, the bratty, ungrateful children of the family insist that a Thanksgiving without turkey is no Thanksgiving at all.
I keep thinking about today, Thanksgiving Day.
Whether Miles Standish would have liked me.
We Johnsons had a good Thanksgiving, the best we've ever had. And I can't help thinking that what made it better was a real feeling of thankfulness.
That and so much booze.
My kids, Dick and Tommy and Susan, were all home from school. And of course, Mother and the baby were there.
Lazy baby's still between jobs.
Turkey and dressing and pie and cake.
And fruit salad and whipped
Fruit salad? Call yourself a glutton, sir?
We've had a lot of expenses this month, and, well, your father and I thought that...
Well, since lots of countries are eating horse these days...
Mom, you don't mean it. It won't be Thanksgiving at all.
Even the Pilgrims had a feast. After all, isn't that what Thanksgiving's for? I don't think it's fair.
And it was right there that I came in, right in the thick of it.
I haven't lost that much at the dog track in years. Oh, hey, kids.
Hello.
Mom says we're not going to have any Thanksgiving. No turkey, no good thing.
A fat lot we're going to have to be thankful for.
Dick, you're going to die in Korea.
Yes, and everybody else in the block's going to have it this year.
Even David and Hazel's family.
Yes, turkey on Thanksgiving's a great American tradition.
Right up there with watching the Detroit Lions lose.
You've got the idea, but it isn't something you can write down like a grocery list.
Not that we'll need one of those anytime soon.
If we really think over what we have to be thankful for, when we sit down to whatever Mother fixes to eat tomorrow, we'll be one family in America that will really have a Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, and no presents for Christmas either.
The father gets rightfully upset with how the children don't appreciate the food they are having, so he makes each of them give some serious thought to what they're truly thankful for. And as they sit around the table for their poultryless meal, he makes them go around and share what they came up with.
So we fell back on something as old as the Pilgrims, toting up the common, ordinary blessings that we had to be thankful for.
It took 8 seconds.
Like Mom says, I'm hungry all the time anyway, and if I didn't live in a country where there was plenty to go around, golly.
I'd serve whatever warlord kept me fed.
Janet's too young to understand the big word Thanksgiving. She's too little even to tell us the things that make her happy. But we can tell. And maybe she's thinking about them now.
Maybe she's thinking Mom could have spent more than $3 on her first haircut.
That there are evenings and Sundays and vacations
when we can all be together.
And that we live in a decade where a gas jockey's salary is enough for a family of 6.
And it's free, with only a library card.
Families who can't afford turkey are garbage. Hey!
Truly thankful for the peace of mind that Dad's job brings.
And the degrading hat they make him wear.
And a telephone to call the doctor when one of the family is sick.
Sick from turkey deficiency.
A newspaper. Just a few cents worth of printer's ink and paper, but more valuable than any amount of money.
Because it lets me ignore my damn family for a few minutes.
Of printing, for knowing that a knock on our door means nothing to fear. A friend calling, or maybe a bill collector, or a kid selling magazines.
Let's go back to bill collector.
But you can count on one thing. It's not going to be some political gangster coming to drag one of us off to jail because we believe in freedom.
Yeah, common Thanksgiving concern, sure.
And thankful for the thing that makes this house our home. The happiness here.
Our crippling popcorn addiction.
Or on the unity we've got here in the Johnson family will someday spread to men and nations throughout the world.
Men and nations who probably have all the turkey they want.
Amen.
Within minutes, their doors and windows were kicked in by political gangsters.
Yeah, see? Vote for Adlai Stevenson, see? Yeah.
Is that how political gangsters talk?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, see?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the end.
Finally, we're ready for the madness of fun in Balloonland. Well, I say we're ready, but no one can ever be ready for such a thing. Fun in Balloonland is just a bunch of parade footage put together in the form of a movie. So let's start from the beginning. Unlike the Star Wars Holiday Special we covered last time, where the first couple of minutes could almost fool you into thinking you could get something good out of this, Fun in Balloonland dives headfirst into its own acid fantasy qualities and never looks back. We hear some terrible singing from a random man in children's choir, and we see random parade floats slowly make their way down the street while the words from the singers are displayed on the screen as if we're actually going to be singing along with this.
Ah, yes, Moonland. A great country before it got bombed back into the Stone Age in the Third Balloonland War.
Yes, I feel richly blessed right about now.
Join the gang, come on, let's run right through Balloonland.
Yeah, let's run through Balloonland all the way to the authorities.
Down in Balloonland.
Where now?
The United States of America does not recognize the country of Balloonland or any of its claimed territories or principalities.
Next, we see a woman dressed like a baby doll reading a book to a little boy before falling asleep. The kid then walks, seemingly hypnotized, up to a giant prop fairy tale book and then has the creepiest dream ever put to film. He takes a wild trip to Balloonland and meets all the colorful characters who inhabit it. However, in reality, he's in a warehouse with some of the worst-looking parade balloons you'll ever see, with someone obviously all the way on the other side of the warehouse shouting the lines the balloon should be saying.
It's because of a magic spell that the wicked fairy cast upon the princess, causing her and...
All right, I didn't ask for your life story.
You get in where the thorns touch all the other
Whoa, kid, inside voice, please.
But the briar roses with their awful thorns open magically for me.
I wish they'd mic'd me, by the way, instead of having to shout across the warehouse.
Today, that everyone has forgotten exactly the date.
Exactly the dates?
His dream also includes passed-out children in cheap Halloween costumes and 3 little ballerinas dancing to the most out-of-tune piano you've ever heard. Next, he's suddenly in a little golden diaper talking to an escapee from a mental institution dressed as a king who takes him underwater to meet a giant octopus, a couple of mermaids, and a diseased mutant trying to pass off as a lobster.
An Old West saloon owner thinks their piano sounds terrible. Just to reiterate, this kid is dreaming this while standing with his face crammed into a fairy tales poster board somewhere in a warehouse that looks mysteriously like this one. Not really sure how this real world and the dream world differ, but there it is, we're stuck with it.
Encore!
No!
Oh God, I've summoned it.
Bill, you monster!
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Psst, it's me on the floor. Get out of here now. You have no idea the horrors that await you. That one on the right, she's worse than... Shh, I can say no more.
Well, okay then. I'm probably just gonna wake up from my dream. Oh, Oh, there's more? Okay. No, this is better than that dream where someone's chasing me and I can't scream, I guess.
Wow. So this is what this kid dreams of, huh? I'm worried about him.
My goodness, where am I?
Guys, is this movie even legal?
I just have fun wandering around here. I want to shake hands with the octopus.
Of course, shirtless boy in the gold lame shorts. Let me grab your hand, ignore my creepy mask, and let's go shake the tentacle of an octopus. Nothing could be more normal.
Hey, stop that! Let me smoke my pipe in peace. Untie my arms or I'll wrap them around you and squeeze you to death.
Let him smoke his pipe or he'll squeeze you to death. Happy holidays, everyone.
Yeah. Oh, he's such a darling little boy. Come, give us a kiss, Sonny.
Sure, Toots. I'll give you a little thrill. There you go. One for you.
Wouldn't you like me for a pet, too? I would.
Yep, that thing screams pet.
First, let's play a game of tag like they do upstairs. Can't catch me, can't catch me, can't catch me.
Ah, shirtless tag with a half-mummified lobster. Man, this is bringing back some memories.
Well, it's official. This just became my favorite movie ever.
Then he joins several little farmer children who start to sing Old MacDonald and the Farmer in the Dell and seem to have mastered teleportation, followed soon by being made up like a cowboy who only wishes to get out of the dream and get home, and he asks some big-headed Indians for help.
Meanwhile, do you want to milk a cow?
Do you want to milk a cow? It's not as big with kids as do you want to build a snowman.
Don't you know that in a dream
Milk a cow.
Hey, my daughter is feeding the chickens.
Ah, teleporting kids. Good sign that evil is at work.
Whoa! Whoa again! Kids are working the space-time continuum like old drunks. And on that farm he had lots of giant balloons. E-I-E-I-O. With no cows or pigs, no crops or work. Just a big stupid bunch of stupid big balloons. Old MacDonald died a pauper because of giant stupid balloons. I celebrate my 10 times too big head.
Still a better Western than The Lone Ranger.
Oh, there's water. Doggone, I did know water. It only looked like water to me.
They just took away this kid's Ritalin and kept the camera running.
She and her boy are wearing war paint. They don't like pale faces. We do.
Where are you, by the way? I'm looking straight ahead but can't see you. Or anything.
We'll take you out of here.
Then out of nowhere, with absolutely no closure to what fragments of a plot this thing had in the first place, we're slammed headfirst into the parade, which is the focal point of this film. Some of this just seems like your average local holiday parade with marching bands and such, but the rest of the time there's nothing but madness when the balloons come in, with only a few more bands and drum corps trying in vain to help us keep in touch with reality.
And now, folks, this year's guest majorette, Drew Carey. Hi-ya!
The Asheville Community College Kickboxers / Drum Majorettes. Where the hell did the balloons go? There were balloons, but now there are none. Balloonland is a stinking pit of lies.
And now the Philadelphia Little Cowpokes whose parents forced them to do this, Fife and Drum Corps.
Wait, balloons? Well, this is an interesting new development.
Would you?
And now please welcome the didn't get invited to the Macy's parade. In fact, Macy's called just to laugh at us marching band. Oh, what a cute turkey, dog, sheep, horse, alien thing.
Now the relative that even the ice cream bunny's family refuses to acknowledge.
War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength.
I never liked watching parades.
Yep.
But watching really old film of parades? Heaven.
Yep.
At least half of these balloons and floats don't make any sense. They aren't Christmas or Thanksgiving related at all, even though it's obviously that sort of parade, but most of them are nursery rhyme and fairy tale based, and all of them, holiday themed or not, look awful. But by far, the best part of this is the narrator. A narrator who must be drunk or high or both, since the way she speaks, as well as what she says, could never come out of a sober human being's mouth.
Christmas stocking.
Why, don't you wish you had a stocking like that to hang up on Christmas? How could you ever take
Ever. She's part goat.
I wonder what he does when he runs down the clock.
Do you think he likes me?
Maybe he'll run into his little hole and sit a while.
Hell, that's what I do. Anyway, kids, it's Dickory Dock o'clock somewhere. Get me another big gulp cup full of Smirnoff, would you?
You may now go out and slay any dragon you wish to stray.
Stray?
You're a member of the round table, so slay that dragon.
Would somebody please grab that butane can away from her?
Slay that dragon.
Uh-oh. More balloon animals and the narrator's out cold.
What a plump horse.
Let's kill it and eat it.
For the circus. Have you ever heard the expression, all dressed up like a circus horse?
No, because no one has.
Fancy. He has an invitation to the Queen's party.
But I was preemptively banned.
What a thrifty fellow this must be, with a bagpipe.
The thrifty Scotsman. Old-timey stereotypes on parade.
Well, if it isn't Miss Hippo.
You got a lot of nerve showing your face around here.
You have lots of clowns to charm you. I'm glad I'm not walking with you. Oh, you were too long.
Okay, the peyote's really kicking in now.
Yes. And his mouth is wide open.
Selling my plasma this morning was a bad idea.
It's not a joke. Just ask me.
Yeah, she's a credible witness.
Here, perhaps he's saying, let's sail away for a year and a day. That's a long time for a honeymoon.
Not that I know. I've never been asked on a second date.
Here he comes now. The marrying turkey. Who else?
Who else, indeed?
Yep. Whenever marriage comes up, the marrying turkey is everyone's first thought.
Seems we lost our narrator, too.
I'll fill in. Here's a band, oh man, with a plan. Horns in their hands and some flan in a pan. I'm secretly in love with my ex-mailman Stan. I keep clumps of his hair in an old coffee can.
That's spot on. Thank you, Kevin.
You're do a touring show as her.
If this wasn't already bizarre enough for you, the narrator paints some pretty grim pictures by giving us her special backstory she's made up for several of the balloon creatures, leading to her going completely off the rails to the point where I'm surprised they didn't have a police escort take her away immediately.
Here comes the silliest walrus of them all. He's silly because he's crying.
He just watched Fun in Balloonland.
Because he ate all the oysters. He promised to take them for a walk by the sea, but he ate them instead.
The walrus was arraigned in Superior Court on 36 counts of first-degree oystercide.
And said, speak roughly to your little boy, and beat him when he sneezes.
What?
He only does it to annoy, because he knows it teases.
Yes, beat the cold out of your child.
Rabbit. Oh, my stomach hurts. I've eaten a triple-decker.
Possum meat, rat meat, an old newspaper. Oh, me.
Wild cat. You look like a sweet little cat.
What? He looks like a nightmare beast from hell.
Sweet and pretty, I will ride you to new worlds.
I Mr. Roly-Poly Clown. I think if I rolled you down, you'd roll right up again.
Speaking of, my bennies are kicking in.
Oh, that's so colorful, too. I'd like a toy as big and as fat as you.
I've killed, and I'll kill again.
I have a friend, a clown on a rhino. Well, with me, that's fino.
Now that's poetry. Suck it, T.S. Eliot.
I'm sure it's a compliment for him.
We spied someone having fun. Put a stop to it.
Right? A cuddly bear. Oh, I'd like to take him home and squeeze him.
Then rub him with Jell-O and put him in a diaper and beat him.
Teddy bears to
Narrator lady.
Maybe that guy down there, Mercy, killed the narrator.
Silently put her down to the poisoned rag and walked away like nothing happened.
How straight, how strong, how tall. You may protect me anytime.
Please, Grenadier Guard, take me away from all this. I love you.
And Here we have a fraction of a band. Some veterans, perhaps?
Hickory dickory dock, fat hamster that lives in a sock.
What does that have to do with anything?
I had a pet hamster once. I tried to make him into a balloon with a bicycle pump. It didn't go so good.
Oh, dear God.
Do you wish your school bus looked like this?
Packed with bearded lunatics and flanked by grim clowns? No!
And like most Thanksgiving Day parades, it closes with Santa riding through the streets, finally releasing everyone there as well as us with his magical Christmas mercy. But no! There's still more! We finally cut back to the child as abruptly as we cut away earlier, as he goes back to sleep in the baby lady's arms. And the narrator refuses to let us free of her icy grip as she tries to force us to play a game based on the awfully cobbled together footage we were witness to today. And we close by getting a reprise of the song we started this monstrosity with.
Why on earth haven't you gone home by now?
Oh, then where was that enthusiasm for the marrying turkey?
I truly can't believe anybody is still here.
Wish a Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
What the hell just happened to me?
Piggy Wig, old Mr. Walrus, Marion Turkey.
I'm going to play a guessing game with you.
Guessing game, sure.
Different figures will be on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
If you know their names, yell them out.
Okay.
If you don't, yell, yay, yay.
Yay, yay?
Do you see the dog? That's an easy one. Come on now. Bow wow.
Just told us to yell its name.
Bow wow. After the cat and the rat comes the cheese. I would say phooey.
Why on earth would you say that?
We need to review the rules.
Look at the weirdies. Here comes the lobster. Yell ouch.
The lobster's named Ouch?
Yes, just take a moment to savor everything about this.
Yell, hello, fat hippo.
Yell it later when you see Mommy's friends.
Oh, no, don't do that.
The band. Hi, boys and girls.
Phooey!
Yay, yay!
Are we winning?
I don't know.
I love my mommy.
Right, that's what the kids would be saying, Kevin.
What kids?
Oh, dear.
Now yell boo-hoo.
What?
Has lost his balloon. There's Sonny. He's saying boo-hoo, too.
Of course, the well-established character of Sonny.
Sonny's yelling hi to the band.
Oh, Sonny is clearly yawning.
He must be, come on, I told you. Yay, yay, or wave to the band.
Waving to the band was never on the table.
You monster.
Wave to your screen. Please wave and say goodbye to us. We love you.
Then why did you do this to us?
Yes.
Soon again from Balloonland. Now wave goodbye. We miss you.
Remember that no adult will believe you if you tell them what you saw today. Unequivocally false.
Marrying turkey is science.
Marion Turkey's credentials turned out to be forgeries, and the Owl and the Pussycat's marriage was annulled.
Why, Mr. Owl sits there singing. Piggy Wig stands with a
They just may have over-hyphenated there.
If you want to have some fun.
You have made a bad decision.
Okay, seriously, what the hell was that?
As always, thank you so much for watching. Now go and eat until you're comatose, since that's the only thing I can think of that can ever take the pain of fun in Balloonland away. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes, that rhyme kind of...
It's time for Rifftrax.